Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today you are in for a treat because I am going to explain my entire method for simplifying pretty much anything, and I'm going to walk you through how I do it by simplifying, organizing, and tidying my junk drawers. Now here's my method. It is extremely simple and it works every time. Inventory. Separate and put away. That's it. That really is it. Now watch me do it. So I have been putting little things that don't have a home in 3 different places. One is in my bedroom drawers. It's like where I put my socks and my underwear, and for whatever reason that's been catching stuff that doesn't have a home. I have a junk drawer in my family room. Right when you walk in the door, there's a little drawer in an end table behind the couch, and that has, for whatever reason, picked up stuff. And I have a junk drawer in my kitchen. This is the most recent drawer that has become a junk drawer. It was literally just for my cutting boards, but it's where we threw stuff that we didn't have a home for. So these are the 3 areas that I'm going to completely remove all the stuff and put it right here and show you exactly how I tidy, declutter, and clean up everything that I own. All right. This is all of it. Actually, not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but at the same time, I really just have to really pull back my impulse of wanting to put this all in a trash bag and throw it away. But you know what? My engagement ring is one of the things in here, and that gives you a really good idea of how this stuff is not all junk. So, when taking inventory, you're just getting all of your stuff into a pile. This can work for a whole bedroom. It can work for a specific subject of things like your wardrobe or your kids' toys. Just know that you need to make sure when you're making judgments on what to get rid of and what to keep, that you are not making judgments for somebody else that cares about what you are keeping or getting rid of. So I've got all of my stuff here, and now I'm going to separate it into piles. Now this is all very, very subjective. You just want to go through it, put stuff to the side that you're going to throw away. You could even have a trash can in one spot. Maybe have a box for things that you'll donate or give away or sell. But you just want to make order out of this right in front of you, right here. And that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, now I have made order out of the pile. To my right, I've got a small, really small pile of trash. This makes me happy because it tells me that I actually do want most of this stuff. And then to my left, I've also got a pretty small pile of things that I'm going to give away. Now, almost all of these things were things I could have returned, but I hate returning things. So that's probably why I just didn't prioritize it. I put it in a junk drawer. I forgot that it needed to be returned, and now the return window has passed for all of these things. So those are going to go in a little box. I'm going to put them in my trunk, and I will take those to Goodwill, so hopefully somebody else can find some use out of them. So now I have inventoried and separated into piles. The 2 first steps are done. Make sure you're really thinking about where your things are going to go, where you are returning them to their homes when you're doing this. I've got my jewelry, sunglasses, a glass phone protector case, and cash money. This is all gonna go back in my underwear drawer. I just want to put it back in an organized manner so that things are easy to get and easy to put back, and it doesn't have a ton of open space where I can just throw catch-all things later on. I've got a bunch of playing cards, which I would just as well throw away, but my family really likes playing with these. So these are going to get organized and then put back into the drawer behind the couch because it's right next to the table where we play with cards. Also, I've got all of our remotes. That's also where the remotes go. Here, I've got all of our pencils and pens and markers and craft stuff. We don't have a dedicated craft space at the moment, but I am actively working on a custom furniture build to have a place to put all of our crafts. We have a lot of crafters in our home because we have a lot of highly sensitive people in our home, and crafting and creating is a wonderful outlet for all sorts of emotions. But we don't have that space yet. So this is going to go with all of the other crafty stuff that's going to go in the storage that I am actively working on now. I've also got a bunch of business cards. This one is really worth noting. I ordered a ton of business cards for our small business, and I don't hand them out because it's a vulnerable thing to give somebody your business card for a business that you started and that you and your partner are single-handedly responsible for growing. It's a very vulnerable thing to give someone your business card. It also means that you believe in yourself enough to give someone your business card. I'm really glad that I brought these out today. I've put these away kind of unintentionally by these being in a drawer that I rarely opened. I didn't see them very often, and I didn't have to face the fact that giving away your business card for a business that you invest yourself into is a really vulnerable act, and it's uncomfortable. But it's something that I want to do all of the time for multiple reasons, not the least of which is that I need my business to grow, or I don't feed my children. That's kind of important. But also, it's just a reminder that this is something I can be proud of. I created it, and we have a successful business. There's really no way to block yourself from the vulnerability of sharing a piece of yourself with the world. And looking at my business cards helps me see that. I've got teeny tiny pieces from a project. It's actually a chandelier that we're hanging up in our bathroom, and I really didn't want to lose any of these teeny tiny pieces. That's why they were in my underwear drawer. That's like literally the most vulnerable drawer that I own. I can't put them back here. I need to put it with the chandelier because we've been putting off hanging up the chandelier, and I need to just do it. So I'm going to put that with the other things. Then I've got some safety plugs, which I know I have some open plugs I need to put in. I have little kids, so safety plugs in your outlets are very, very important. And for whatever reason, I have a Roomba filter that was in one of these junk drawers. That just needs to go with my cleaning stuff, which I have a space for. I've got some bathroom stuff like bobby pins and a hair tie. I have a space for those, so those are gonna go there. And then I've got something of my youngest daughter's. She has these earrings. I don't care about these earrings. They're cheap and I don't like them, but she loves them, so I'm not gonna get rid of them. I don't want to get rid of things that belong to somebody else that they don't want to get rid of. And that includes my children's things. I'm pretty sure that I will only create a scarcity mindset in my kids if I get rid of things that are valuable to them. It is not for me to say whether or not something has value for them. It is up to them. But I also know that my 4-year-old does not have the executive function maturity to keep order in all of these little earrings. So I'm going to keep these with my jewelry, but I'm going to keep them all on the little placard that it came with. So now I am going to clean up all of these junk drawers, which are no longer junk drawers. They are designated homes for these things or other things. And I'm going to return all this stuff to their homes. So I have returned most of these things back into the drawers that they were in the first place. Other things went to other homes. And now I have 3 very organized spaces. I have a nice clean table again, and I have let go of things that were no longer serving me or giving me joy. This method can be used anywhere and for anyone. Just remember to stick to your stuff, or if you're doing this with your kids, to coach them and help them, but really let them guide you in what they value and in what they don't. Excuse me while I'm trying to improve my production value for these videos, but I do hope you're enjoying them. I will be making minimalism and simplicity videos exclusively on this channel. If you are interested in the things I talk about, getting deeper into heart matters, be sure to follow my podcast, Yeah, I Went There. In the meantime, feel free to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon to get notified when I make new videos. My goal is every Saturday at noon. Follow my podcast where I plan on making podcasts every day, and just, hit me up wherever you are on social media. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.